right, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are
Excellent.
you?
I'm great. I'm just recovering from all the holiday stuff. New Year's is nigh upon us.
It is indeed.
Yes, in the real world. Yeah,
in our real world.
Yeah.
Not in movie world.
Not in movie
our
world.
world.
Yeah, that's right.
It is.
And this is season 2. We're into season 2.
Yeah.
Episode 3.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's going fast already.
Yeah, it is. I was going to do a throwback to a 2010 movie.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I saw this one a long time ago in the theaters.
Yep.
I was really kind of like, again, like most of these, let's see what it is. I think have some big expectations.
The trailer was amazing.
Yeah.
Trailers are often amazing.
Yeah.
I find.
They have to be.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
They have to be.
If they're not, it's like, I don't know.
They would just edit movies like trailers.
I think they call those short films, is what they call this. Yeah.
I think they call those trailers.
So this is a Nick Cage movie.
Yeah. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
We've only done kind of a Nick Cage movie in the One Fixer. One Fix, The Family Man.
Oh, yeah. He was great in that.
Yeah. So this is a Nick Cage joint. We got this one going on.
Yep.
He's full on Nick here. And I thought he was fine in this.
Oh, I think he did a great job.
Yeah.
I fully believed him as this character.
Yeah. So this is the 2010 Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Yep.
Now this is another one of those Disney stories that they were like, okay, here's what we should do.
Yeah.
And this is a time when Disney was like, we don't want to just do a straight remake of like The Lion King and do it live action. Let's do it like maybe a take on.
Right.
This was, they were doing the rides, all the rides. They said, okay, here's, they did Jungle Cruise.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah. So they were like, okay, Sorcerer's Apprentice. There's a little tiny animated Mickey adventure where, he's doing the mops and the brooms and that whole thing, right?
Yes.
And let's make a whole movie out of that. But
not with Mickey.
No, not with Mickey. Yeah, not with Mickey.
This is a live action film, and it was, I liked that idea. I think it's fun to take like a little short and create an entire story.
I would rather them do this, these kinds of things.
Yes, please.
Than like going full on like
shot for shot.
Hey, shot for shot. This is exactly
live
what it is.
Action version of the cartoon.
It's like we can't write or direct anymore. The original thing was like the storyboard for our movie that we're gonna do.
And I get it, but I'm a big animation fan. I feel like the animated versions are just as powerful.
Yeah.
So to me, we don't need a shot for shot remake.
No, they don't make sense. But and the box office tells us that.
I think
let's
does. I think
let's pay attention.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's kind of jump into the idea here and the summary of what we have in the Sorcerer's Apprentice, and then maybe a couple fixes.
Okay. Sounds
so good. This is the film. It follows Dave, just an ordinary college guy that he starts off, of course, he starts off just as a kid.
Right.
We
see him as a child first.
Right. But the main story is that he's a college student. He discovers that he's chosen to be the Sorcerer's Apprentice of Balthazar. Nick Cage.
Yeah.
But really he's Balthazar is like one of the 3 original master sorcerers.
He's one of the apprentices of
Merlin.
Yeah.
Right. And they're trying to stop this evil guy named Maxim Horvath, who
was also an apprentice of Merlin, but turned.
Right. And
which we find out later why.
Right. And he was harnessing the power of Morgan Le Fay.
Mm-hmm.
That would be Merlin's arch nemesis.
Yep.
Right. And he's kind of thrust into this magical world, and then Dave's got to figure out how to use magic and how to balance it with this kind of personality. Right. He's always. I think that's
so
one
funny.
of his main lines.
I hope that noise that you just made came across the way that it looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's
kind of
kinda
this.
Jay's,
He's
like, That's that.
He's sort of a fumbling, bumbling nerd. What am I? Yeah.
And it works in some places. It worked in, the How to Train Your Dragon. It works great,
Yeah,
but we'll talk about
was he a nerd in How to Train Your Dragon? I don't know about that.
Well, he was an outcast. Anyway, yeah, it worked for that. But anyway, he's kind of been thrust into this magical world, trying to figure out the world of magic and these crazy creatures that come alive, and dragons and bulls and all this to try to kill him. The world is under the threat of Morgana, and he's trying to stop that. And so Balthazar, he's mentoring him, and he grows from this kind of hesitant, really bystander into a confident sorcerer by the end. And he faces off against Morgana in kind of a
duel,
a more like a gunslinger duel, like shoot instead of what I'm going to propose.
It was a little video gamey. I'm not going to lie. It was a little boss battle.
Yeah. It was specifically like
the sounds. It actually like there were actual like few sounds in this battle at the end.
And it's trying to blend adventure and humor.
Yes.
I think not so well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And exploring, the responsibilities of love and relationship and personal growth.
There you go.
So that's kind of what the, idea of it is.
There's the summary.
Yeah. What we liked. Well, I mean, first of all, they had this really great cast. I mean, I think Nick is... Okay, so look. Let's just put this out there.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage is one of those actors that everybody poops on.
Right.
They poop on him because it's like, oh, he just takes everything. And like the thing is, he likes to act. I mean, that's his whole thing. He's an actor.
Yeah.
And he wants to act in whatever comes up. He's like, yeah, I want to keep working. Whatever it is, cool. I like that project. And people are like, you don't have to take it. I mean, he's an Oscar winner.
Well,
he's great.
And to me, listen, he's been in some bad movies, but he, in my opinion, is never the problem with those movies.
He's been a problem in a couple of the movies, in my opinion.
But I haven't seen all of his movies. Maybe there's movies where he's just terrible at.
But here's the deal.
Every movie I've seen, I've liked him in. Well, I haven't necessarily liked the movie, but I liked him.
I've been on sets many times, and every single time the actors are like, "Oh, yeah, this is going to be special," and we have to believe that. We don't. No one gets on set and is like, I mean, I'm sure some do, but when you're doing your thing, man, no one goes into it thinking, man, this is going to be a stinker.
Right.
I don't think Nick Cage jumps into scripts going, man, this is going to suck, but I need that paycheck. I don't think he necessarily does that. He might. Many people do, but it's a job. He's an actor. That's what he wants to act and explore. And I think, I've heard his process before, and he's talked about referencing really intriguing people and ideas and how he approaches characters. And he just tries to give a different take on each of these things. I think he's a very professional person. So anyway, we've got Nick Cage, and we've got Alfred Molina. I mean, a
legend.
Yeah, these guys are a great cast, and they do a great job.
Yes,
they really do.
Yeah.
So I like that. There's some really great CG effects that are in this. I think it's a little bit too much in certain places, especially the ending, actually. But those things I liked.
Yeah, overall, I like the idea. I don't think they fleshed it out very well, but I did like the idea. I liked the actors. I even liked some of the humor.
Right.
I think we laughed out loud at a few places.
There's some jokes, but
there's some jokes that didn't go real well.
Yeah.
They leaned really, really heavy into this kind of geeky, nerdy
thing. Yeah.
Gosh, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that wasn't hilarious, but there were some things that I thought were funny.
Yeah.
And there were some entertaining things about this film.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
so
totally fixable. This is
totally fixable film.
I mean, am I wrong? I don't think this is a total rewrite.
It's
like
not
tear
a
it down.
to me. It's not a total tear down. I think there's some things that need to be fixed, but
Yeah.
yeah. So hot take, misstep. Why don't you go first? Because I've got like 3. Yeah,
Okay.
you go first.
Sure. I guess mine would be that there's this, dog that is owned by Dave.
Right.
And rarely do we see this dog. Like when we first see him as a college student, as an adult, the dog.
We see Dave as a college student, not the dog.
Not the dog, right?
Right. That's a different movie.
When we first see Dave as a college student, like he's waking up and the dog is like waking up as well.
Right.
And then there's one more scene where the dog is in the lab with them.
Right.
And he's like, what's he doing here? And they talk about experimenting with him, but they never do.
Right.
And then at the very end, when they have to go save the world.
Yeah, this is it.
They jump in the car and they take the dog.
Take the dog.
And I just don't understand. And guess who we never see again?
After the fight.
Or during the fight even.
Yeah, the dog.
The dog. Like,
he just disappears.
Like he's on Dave's lap
in the car. Right.
And then he's nowhere to be seen.
He's gone.
There's no reference made to this dog afterwards. He doesn't help in any way. Like, to me, the only logical reason you bring the dog to this boss battle is
he should do something.
Is because the dog distracts Morgana or something. Like, the dog helps somehow. No,
he pulls at her skirt.
Nothing, Nothing happens.
So this is what happened.
Dog.
This is what happened. Okay, so get ready. They are screening this and talking about this, and some producer is sitting back going, you know what we really need is the dog. We got to put that dog in there. They're like, what? But he never did. Trust me, people love them dogs. And they do it, and they put it in because they're sick of some idiot telling them that there's some dog has to be in there. And they're like, fine, we got to make this movie. If that'll make you happy, fine.
Or maybe the dog had a much bigger role.
And he got cut.
And this movie was way too long. And in the editing process, the dog got cut tremendously. And now he just doesn't make sense.
Well, the movie was only about an hour and 30 minutes long. So I don't think that it was
that wasn't it.
It wasn't a time cut.
I just keep thinking, like, there had to have been a scene with this dog. There had to have been a reason, and it got edited out.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay. Well,
didn't make any sense.
It may be. Okay, so I've got 3 takes. One, I am so sick to death of hearing the thing. You know how people only use 10% of their brain? And let me explain magic. Magic, we use all of the brain. I'm so sick of this thing. Number one, this has been debunked so many times that most people go, that's not true.
Yeah, why are we still... It's like when you see people do mouth-to-mouth CPR on
shows
in
and stuff.
movies.
You're like, that's not how that works.
Guys, we have not done mouth-to-mouth in CPR for years.
Yeah,
why are we still using this in movies?
Yeah. So I hate this 10% brain thing. Explanation, I hate it. I literally wrote 10% of their brain. Ugh. Literally, I wrote that as my note.
Yeah.
Next, Dave. I'm sorry, Jay. I know that you're a sweet guy. I'm sure you're a really nice person. But Dave is miscast. I just hate having this actor in this spot because he's so like. Because as a kid, I liked him more as a kid.
Yeah.
I liked Dave as a kid more. He was confident and blah, blah, blah. But because he's like, I had this moment where I saw magic happen, and then for the rest of my life, I'm just broken and, I'm like, dude, I hate that. I hate that that's his journey, going from unconfident to confident. I would rather him go from not having magic to magic.
Right. What was your
and
problem
learning,
with the actor or with the character that he had to play? Would it have been a better character played by somebody else, even if they played it the exact same way?
No. I hated that the character had to act so. Yeah. This is okay. Originally, this is who in the short film? Mickey, not Goofy. Right. He's not like, he's like, oh, instead of gosh. I mean,
yeah.
it was they cast Goofy
Yeah.
as the magician's
Exactly.
assistant, not the
exactly.
right. So
well,
that's
he was poorly written.
and then cast. Now the guy, I mean, he plays that role. Like if you're like, all right, we need the guy that's like unsure of himself, and I mean, he's made a living playing that, and God bless him, because he's got a lot of roles under his belt,
Yep.
playing these types of roles.
Yeah.
And good for him. I mean, really,
sure.
honestly, good for him. But
Right.
this is so wrong. The character is wrong, and then when they fix that, he's not playing that part.
Yeah.
He's just not.
Agreed.
And then kind of lastly here, I talk about tone a lot in these. I'm good with some jokes, but it was trying to be this adventure thing, and then really silly. And I know, I get, I don't know.
Well, and his character leaned hard into the silly.
And I feel like somebody did the punch up for this, and they said, we need some more jokes. And they just wrote the jokes, and they were like, I love them. They're hilarious. This is a kid's movie, and we're going to make them laugh. But if you'd shown this guy, really leaning into trying to be brave and courageous, he doesn't have to be so silly all the time. And, oh, gosh, all the time. And so I think the silly jokes would have been fixed with a really settling down on a tone.
Yeah.
Me.
Okay. Yeah, I get that. I see that.
All right. So here we go. Act 1.
Let's do it.
Jump in. The premise is super underdeveloped. Okay, so the film jumps quickly, from the first second into the magical world, right? We find Balthazar. We said Nicolas Cage. And then there's Dave, is the little guy there. But we have little time to ground the audience in the personal stakes of magical world, because Nicolas Cage and Alfred Molina and the girl, I've forgotten her name completely. The girl that they didn't spend very much time on, but was really a main part.
But she was the plot point.
Yeah,
of the movie.
but I've forgotten her name. The three apprentices, they're battling Morgana with Merlin, and it's such a exposition dump. And then they exposition dump again because they show Dave as a little kid. So here's the deal. It feels heavy-handed, and it doesn't really push the story.
Right.
Now, a lot of times I'm like, hey, you should start with this and show us.
Well, it pushes the story.
It pushes off a cliff.
It pushes it off a cliff.
Yeah, we're like, well, we're following. We're like, you got that right.
It feels like somebody slingshots us into hurry up. We've got 3 minutes.
Again, yeah.
To tell you everything you need to know.
And the runtime
before we actually start the story.
The runtime of this was so short, they could have done this. So I'm going to give you an either or.
Okay.
Which I rarely do.
Yeah.
Choose
your own adventure.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
excited.
So you either introduce the world through Dave,
right,
as a young kid, in this very clear sequence where he's brought in, the magic is being brought into the world. And at a young age, we're seeing him experiencing small magical effects in the real world. He's rearranging books as a little child, right? And bending coins, or the thing that he does with the Empire State Building with the King Kong. He sees the world so differently,
right?
And he doesn't exactly see why. But then once he's found, when we're going to talk later, once Balthazar finds him and is teaching him, we learn the backstory. Mm-hmm. Of the nesting doll and all that, then we see it through his eyes. Okay, so that's one way.
Okay, so start with Dave
and just
follow him. Let's see that he's actually special.
And then whenever he's like, "Tell me what is going on with this,"
and then we find out the story of the magic and the nesting dolls and who he is and all of that,
right,
through his journey with Balthazar. Yes.
Right. So that's one.
Okay, got it.
The other one is, if you really want to start with the story, then take some time.
With, in the past. With Merlin and all of that.
Don't give me this, 2-second version of, and now we're in the future.
With a narration over the top of it.
Oh, yes. No, do not do that. Give me something that's clear tell the story, like, let it last a good 10 minutes of like, we're battling Morgana,
Right.
and we see the stakes involved, and we see what's happening, because whenever Nicolas Cage's girlfriend gets trapped in the thing, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Well, and I mean, even if so, I don't know, my mind's just kind of whirling right now, but even if, let's say they do the 3-minute version of the history, okay? Maybe they do it in a different style. Maybe they do it animated. Maybe they do it, okay, you know, like in Beauty and the Beast, okay,
Yes.
the animated version,
Yes.
like the original animated version, when this wonderful voice comes on and it's like, and the beast, and the
Right.
one rose, and
Sure.
you know, but for who could ever learn to love?
Well,
a
and
beast?
they have,
and it like, but it was a totally different style.
and they have the book.
Yeah, and it was a totally different style of animation.
Right.
And they told the little story, and then we immediately were in the now.
Right.
And that might have
Well,
worked.
remember, he opens up the book and goes, and that's you. And maybe that was telling the story earlier.
Right. And we saw it through illustrations in
Right.
the book. That
So-
would have worked.
So
for me.
that's my two options there, because the thing is, the kind of the bigger fixes, and I talk about this in my next problem. Dave, but I'll just mention it here. Dave shouldn't be some random kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
He's the chosen apprentice. He's the chosen apprentice. He shouldn't be basically, oh, you got a bunch of metachlorians in your blood, man. You're the chosen one, Luke. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be that. It should be, and he's like looking for a bunch of kids. Like, he doesn't have to look for a bunch of kids.
Right.
The magic is going to like land on him. He's not searching. He's just being aware
Right.
and keeping his eyes open, So that's kind of annoying to me. So like, I think for the fix,
Right.
we could do either one of those things and I'd be cool with it.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know which one I prefer. I kind of.
We'll
don't
do
know.
both. We'll give the audience a chance to do both.
Tell us in the comments which one you would prefer,
Yeah,
guys,
yeah.
because like I said, I don't know that I want the whole backstory necessarily as a jumping off point. I want to learn some of it through Dave,
Right.
and through his journey.
Right. So the next one is Dave is very passive at the beginning here. His arc is kind of delayed because he spends a bunch of Act 1 just kind of reacting rather than taking initiative. He's just kind of like, oh, this thing is happening to me. Oh, yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
And when presented with the truth of what he is and who he is, he's like, no, I'm good. I don't need magic. Like,
What?
who would say no to... Who?
Like,
here's
here's $1 billion. No, I'm good.
No, I'm good. I'm all set.
I'm all set.
Who would
Here's
ever
the
say
power
no?
to change your life and the world around you? No, thank you.
No, I'm kind of... Who would ever say no to that?
Yeah.
It's just stupid. I'm sorry.
Well, even when he's little in the exposition, it's like he goes into that shop and all of these things are happening and he's just kind of like, cool,
Oh, yeah.
cool. And then at the very end, he gets scared.
Yeah.
That
So-
scene had all kinds of problems.
So
but-
for a fix, give Dave, like I said, I mentioned it earlier, you tell his story, and from the early moments of his life, he's got this power. He's able to do these things. He's able to kind of initiate magic as just like a little kid. He does it accidentally. He does these things, and he doesn't even know how or why that's happening, right?
Right.
And he's just thinking, okay, but I better not show anybody this because maybe somebody calls him a freak on the playground or something. And he's like, I better shut that
I better
down.
keep that under wraps.
Right. But it shows his potential of the wizard before Balthazar even shows up to mentor him, right? And it makes the kind of the growth satisfying, like it's always been there. He didn't need this ring. He had something, because they said, oh, he's got to have the ring. And you show, because later on at the very end, he's like, I didn't need the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you showed that he could do it without the ring from the very beginning, and we get the hint of that. Okay, and I think
Right.
you have to have that. I just think Dave needs to he shouldn't just happen to be important. I think he even needs to be discovered as like a descendant of Merlin.
Right.
He is the direct descendant of this guy, right? And like he carries the power and blah blah blah. and it's finally
Right.
at the place where
Well,
it's where
and
it needs
maybe
to be.
Balthazar even has been following throughout the ages, because Balthazar is old
Yes.
and he's lived a long time.
Right. Right. So that kind of we talk about that a little bit later, but that one also is one of the things. I agree. I think that's a great point. The mentorship with Balthazar and Dave lacks any kind of tension or genuine development. He's just kind of like, on autopilot. Like, okay, you got to do this. All right, it's not like, Karate Kid where there's like real mentorship. I mean,
Right. I think there's supposed to be a bond there,
Yeah, and
but we
it's-
never really feel it.
yes.
We never really.
And then to make Dave's
Sense
train
it.
when he's training, then it's super unearned, right?
Mhm.
It's like, no, that doesn't work for me. So for a fix, you've got Balthazar like being very demanding and a complex of what he's asking him to do. But here's the deal. Dave is, and you can go back and forth with the personalities. You've got Dave's character repeatedly just being like questioning his magical ability and whether he even deserves this power. And then you got the complex or the conflict between the master and the apprentice. And I think that if you do that, it feels very much more personal because Dave is questioning Balthazar's methods, and Balthazar is like trying to like, is he for sure the one? Is he going to live up to the potential of what he could be? Because for Balthazar, the stakes are really high.
Yeah, and I don't think we ever really feel that.
No.
Because there's so much silliness in
Right.
the film.
Right.
I don't think we ever really feel I'm struggling
Balthazar.
with his name.
Yeah.
Balthazar's urgency
Right.
or the pressing, like what's actually at
At stake,
which
right.
is humanity itself,
Right.
the world itself, which by the way we never really know or understand.
You are
why
you are
Morgana
killing.
wants to end the world.
You're hitting each one of the next ones as a perfect. You're nailing it. That's exactly right. So let me wrap up this one, and we'll get literally to that one next. The Balthazar. With this fix, I think Balthazar's plan has been, he's always been aware of Dave from his birth,
Yeah.
right? And he's been following him and mentoring him without
I think
even.
he's been following throughout history every heir
That's right.
of Merlin.
And watching to see if they could be possibly.
Are they the one? Are
That's
they the
right.
one? Are
That's
they
right.
the one? And finally, after millennia or whatever, Dave is born, and so he's been keeping an eye on
Right.
him.
And when he sees the magical prowess of him, he's like, okay.
He doesn't just stumble into his shop one day.
Right. And he's been protecting him and shielding him and making sure that nothing bad is going to happen to him. But he introduces himself when Dave is ready and he needs to take his next step as a sorcerer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. All right, Act 2.
Okay.
Boom. The conflict. The training of him is kind
Of Dave.
of Dave. It's just through this really weird, like he puts on the umpire, which is so used. This umpire, like the umpire, but the catcher's mask, and it's always
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
and
listen,
they're always super old too. Like, where do they get these things from?
Right, and we love a good training montage,
Oh.
but this was more about, like, we never see him master it. I think with any training montage, you have to see the hero master the skill,
Right.
and we never see
He never
that.
mastered anything.
And I think maybe that's what they wanted, because they want the payoff to be at the very end when he's actually in the battle, but
no, yeah.
I don't really love that.
I don't either.
love like, oh, I'm this bumbling, stumbling idiot, and then all of a sudden, when it really matters, oh, look, I
figured it out.
and I'm surprising even myself.
Yeah.
Then they just don't feel very heroic
Right.
to me when that's the case. It just feels like luck.
Yeah, so the montage lacked all kinds of stakes. He was failing and kind of picking up some of it, and he's excited, but it's just kind of out there and it's kind of loose. So look, for a fix for this, again, you know what I love me? Some training montage.
Yeah.
I do. I've said it so many times, but it's true. Here's the deal. Because he's already been introduced to magic throughout his life, he shouldn't be like, oh, we try. It should be like, whoa, I'm whipping through this. Like, look what I can do now.
Yeah.
He should be like Neo in the chair. Right? He's like, I know Kung Fu now, right?
It.
He's able to just like, and he's a natural.
He's a natural.
He's a natural.
He has to be a natural.
He's flying through the spells as quick as he can read them.
I'm sorry, if it's true that really magicians use more than 10% of their brain.
Then why? Yeah, why is he like,
go? Then he should be able to just do this.
Whip it, yeah, then just go for it. And by the way, this is the signature sequence of the cleaning sequence. This is where that happens.
Yeah.
He should be like, all right, keep doing this. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some lunch. And he's like, oh, let me try. And he's like, I'm sorry. I tried to do a little bit too much. Right. That's where that should happen. Right there in the training montage. Anyway, wrong placement. All right. So we talked about the villain and the motivation. So I'd gone one too many, but here it is. This is the problem. I've combined it with two things, actually, because I just don't have enough time to get to all of the things. So the villain motivation was thin, and the love relationship is also thin and weak. So I'm going to tackle both of these things.
Yes, peppered throughout this whole movie, there's this
Becky
love connection between Dave and Becky.
Right. So Horvath's goal is free Morgana for the power of the rising thing, and it's just not compelling. Look, when you say the villain's motivation is to destroy the world, I'm always like, why? What do they get out of that?
What do they get out of it?
Why is it?
It's never explained.
Destroy the world and just destroying it.
I mean, there's no explanation of how this is helpful to them in any way.
Think back to Doctor Strange, right? And he wants this being from another dimension to come in and take over the world. And he's like, why? Because he offers us the escape from life and dying.
Yeah.
And he thinks that's a really good thing, but he doesn't realize what it really is.
Right.
Right? Well, this one is just, no. These magicians are going to basically come back and kill everybody and destroy the entire world. Why? The whole world would be dead.
Yeah.
And then we'll what?
And
kick around the castle?
Yeah. Who are you going to reign over? I mean, where's your power if you don't have power over anybody?
I just don't get the benefit from it.
The crazy thing to me is that Horvath, who was on the other side originally, betrays Balthazar and whatever her name is.
And Merlin.
Victoria, Vivian, whatever her name is. It starts with a V.
Viviana.
But anyway, because he fell in love with her and she chose Balthazar.
Right. Weak.
And so now, burn the world.
Right. Look,
what?
The arc is predictable and generic, and I do not love the idea of the love triangle here. And I'll tell you why. Here's my fix. Give Horvath a personal tie to Balthazar. I think that it's part of their magical lineage. I think that'd be cool if they were brothers.
Sure.
That would be really, really cool. But Merlin was going to choose Balthazar.
Okay.
He was going to choose him. Horvath he's butthurt. He's mad.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Morgana and says, like, hey, Merlin betrayed me. I choose you.
Yeah, but I think he needs to be under the deception that she's going to grant him power or something.
Right. And that's what I just said. Like, Merlin is going to pass Balthazar his ring and his power. He's like, well, he's betrayed me. He's left me, and I want that power. I want
the power.
You pass this to me,
not just to watch the world burn.
I'll serve you.
Yeah, he needs to have a completely different motivation, and I think Morgana does too. It doesn't make sense for her just to want to destroy the world and everybody in it.
Right, and the love triangle doesn't work because I think Balthazar's love needs to mirror Dave and Becky's. There's no love triangle in Dave and Becky.
Right.
It's just, I'm in love and I lost her, and he's like, oh, I'm in love and I don't lose her. If a love triangle is introduced, it doesn't fit anymore. Right. It doesn't mirror it.
Right.
And it doesn't tie to it. And I think that's why it's a miss.
Yeah, and it's just poor motivation. Anyway.
Right. For the romance of Dave and Becky, if they make it more genuine and connected at the very beginning when they're kids, like she's heartbroken when Dave's being laughed at, like heartbroken.
Yeah, and they kind of maybe a little bit show that.
No, I mean,
but then when he's in college, she doesn't even remember him.
Right. So here's the thing. I think later on, Dave needs to do something kind of magical as he's training, and he saves her, and she sees him, and then here we go. Becky is chasing him.
Right.
She's trying to find him.
And he's
because
like,
she's never
yeah.
lost her love for him.
Right.
He transferred schools.
Yeah.
She's like trying to find him, and he's like, oh, how do I care about her. I've always cared about her.
But I gotta focus.
I gotta focus.
There's this big mission
right.
that I've got to train.
And if she's chasing him the whole movie, how cool would that have been?
That would have been so much better.
It would have changed so much of the dynamic. He would have been gosh. He would have been like heroic and powerful and strong. And she's chasing after this guy that she loves, and he's got this mission, and she's pulled into it.
Right.
That would have been so much better.
Yeah. And she sees the hero that he is.
Right.
And she's always seen that.
Right.
Even when others didn't.
Right.
Love it.
Yep. There you go. Boom. Act 3. There's not a whole lot in Act 3 because it's wrapping up the whole dangerous thing. But the climax, it is kind of predictable. We know it's going to happen, and we're like, okay. But it doesn't. To me, it doesn't have a whole lot of tension or really strategy. It's just like throw firebolts at each other, basically. And if it's more of a visual showpiece than like an emotional payoff. I think for a fix for this, you structure the climax like a chess match between this apprentice and the master villain, so Morgana. So like, Balthazar is somehow he's been pushed out, he's been frozen, he's been whatever.
Sure.
And I think, and this is what I think would be kind of a cool one, don't keep it on this plane.
Okay.
Morgana is like, whoosh, and she's taking Dave and her to another magical plane. And like a chess move between this apprentice and the villain, they're choosing these moves and they're moving things forward and they're using these other objects to kind of fight. And you know what I mean? They're the controller of these things in this battle, not, boom, 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 hit.
Right. And how lucky for me that all of a sudden I can do what I could never do before. Right. It shows that he's grown, he's learned, he's trained. He's now her equal.
Right. And each spell should have like this, a counter and she's out thinking him, but like he's using his creative thinking, and his big, huge brain, because it set this
all
up
of
like,
it.
yeah, all 100% of it.
100% of it.
To kind of use against Morgana, and she's just like, she's like, oh my God, what is that? What is that? So she's kind of out thought, right? And I think that would be
outmaneuvered, out-strategized.
Right, because he's actually thinking through it, not just using, firebolts.
Yeah,
I just think that's
plasma bolt.
Right. Then when Balthazar, because he's been put in the mirror, or he's been trapped in the thing, he's fighting to get to that plane. He's trying to get there. And when he finally does, he's realizing Dave has discovered, and he has now fully realized his power.
Yeah.
And he's like, you don't have to have me back you up anymore. You've got it. You've got this.
Right.
And not because I'm, but he, the ring is knocked off his hand and stolen. And she's like, you can't do this. And then he's still able to do it. Just like he was when he was a kid, and he remembers he could move things and he could do this.
Right.
So he called back to those initial shots.
Yes.
Right? So that's kind of,
yeah.
I think visually it'd been really cool to like just jump into this other dimension and fight instead of just being in the park,
Yeah,
that's
like shooting pew pew.
Pew pew, gunslinger
Shooting
stuff.
Plasma at some. She didn't even have a physical.
Yeah, she looked like the
body.
Lawnmower Man. You remember that one? The Lawnmower Man, whenever he's like all this weird 3D thing, like pixels? Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, no, this does not work. And then lastly, the emotional resolution really is very weak. The film ends, the villain is defeated, and he just kisses the girl and they fly away.
Yeah.
The end. The
Well,
end.
Right. And it was kind of cute. She was, there's they kind of refer back to this note that he wrote her. I didn't mind that so much.
No, that's fine. I
It was
didn't mind.
It was cute, and obviously he found his confidence. But I think you're right with your fixes with the retelling of this story. It would have been more like, instead of him going from doofy to heroic or finding his confidence, all of a sudden he's like, now I've defeated her, now I can put my attention on this girl who's always
been kind of chasing me.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's always been there for me.
Right. And even though he did care for her and he did save her and he did give up the ring to save her, and it's obvious that he cares for her, it's not kind of empty, right? And so for the fix, once he's realized who he is as a sorcerer, he can reconcile that love, right? But also, he can tie up some loose ends, like, oh, I don't know, where's Horvath at? Like, I mean,
they
literally
Horvath?
they hit him and knock him over to the side, and then they battle, and then they jump on the bird. I mean, we don't even know.
Well, they show Dave picking up Horvath's hat at
and
the
that's
end,
it.
which I think is our clue to, like, oh, he's out there somewhere. There's a sequel a brewing.
Well, instead of them going on a date, what if they jump on the bird and they're like, well, Horvath is still out there. And she's like, well, let's go find him.
Yeah.
And now they're partners and now they're connected and they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Show that, like, he's out, he's going to go tie up these loose ends. I don't like that they just jumped a bird to Paris, you know?
Well, she's mentioned a few times she's afraid of heights.
Yeah.
So flying on this metal eagle all the way across the ocean
Yeah.
to France feels a little impractical.
Hey, you know that fear of yours? Let's tackle that right now.
Let's tap into that.
Let's tap into that and see how far we can go.
We should be there in a couple weeks.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's it pretty much. I've got some closing thoughts. Basically, closing thoughts here is, and I think it had the bones of being this really magical, family-friendly, epic adventure.
Yeah.
I really do.
Agreed.
With the potential for, more films.
Definitely.
Because Horvath isn't over, and he's like, it's not done. And the Apprentice guy isn't. He was just tapped into, but his power's out, and the little, the Salem witch girl,
Right.
she's still alive. I mean, he used the power. He didn't kill him. He just used their power and took their little amulet thing.
Sucked their power away. Well, yeah, I guess, and we didn't even really mention, like, his little minion that he recruits, who was never explained, and the one that Horvath worked with, the guy that was a magician.
Yeah, that's what I said. That guy, he's still out there.
Yeah, but we never really explained. Like,
what
the
happened to
movie
him?
they never really explained his existence at all. Like, who is he? Where did he come from?
Well,
how did he know? You know
they
what
kind
I'm
of
saying?
did, but I'm just saying that those people are out there, and Dave now has some people that he needs to go wrangle up, and that could be the start of the next thing.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Because we're given an idea that there's this whole other magical world, but they didn't really get deep into it at all. They used it for like a MacGuffin to find the magical assistant for Horvath, because he does some spell and a symbol shows up on this guy's hamburger, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's some kind of weird connection. There's a whole thing of people being taught.
That's what I mean. That's never explained. So that, absolutely, that could be a whole nother
thing.
Film.
Yeah. But they didn't really get to that place. Instead, I feel like they leaned on silly jokes and never really pushed it as far as they needed to do. They didn't really push it to the place of being interesting and fun. I think they just try to make it fun by being silly.
Right. And I think there's a place for silly movies. And if you wanted to make it silly, then make it silly.
Right.
But then you can't make the stakes the end of the world kind
Right.
of a situation.
Yeah, it doesn't work as much.
Or I don't know. I guess you can, but I
Well,
don't know.
I'll give you a good-
The tones felt off. If you wanted to make it epic, make it epic. If you wanted to make it silly, then it needed to be silly.
Well, I'll give you a perfect example of a film that did it right, that it should copy, and this one was first, but like the latest Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Yeah.
It had this epic storyline of these people that had very silly things that they would say and do, but yet the tone was grounded in this real stakes thing. And
Right.
at the end, the girl magician wanted to basically turn everybody into a zombie and end the world. Same thing,
Yes.
right?
Right.
But they did it right because they weren't trying to be silly with their jokes and being like, the hero was a hero.
Yeah.
He became a hero.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the deal, guys. You can't be silly and not ground the characters. If you want to be silly, then make a silly show. But don't give me the stakes of ending the world. Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's all we got. That was a fun one. I like
was
that one.
good.
Yeah, yeah. A little bit of magic is always a fun one to jump into. Good old Nick always finds a way to
Yeah.
give us something
It
there.
was a great idea.
Yeah.
It was a great idea.
And Nick, again, if you're out there, buddy, we mean no harm to you, sir. We wish you well and peace and awesomeness. You're doing great work, and just kind of keep it up, buddy. And you know that not all of them are going to be, home runs.
Right.
Can't all be Moonstruck.
Hey,
It can't all be Moonstruck.
I did just see that he's going to be playing John Madden.
Yeah.
In the John Madden movie.
Yeah, there's
and he looked like amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to hit great.
I'm so excited for him to do that role.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So anyway, yeah, that's all we got, guys. Keep on listening. We're so grateful for you guys out there, and just have fun with us, and make sure you comment and share it, and we'll see you next time.
All right, bye.